Hot Four Locos.
No, they're from the store.
Okay. I thought they were just on there for a while. No, hell yeah, man. I brought those drinks for you guys too. Shit, whenever y'all get done with those,
Thank you,
get a little
dog.
lazy.
I know. I just never, I feel like when everybody's younger, they like drink Four Locos. I just never grew out of the phase. You know?
Oh, okay. No, yeah. Why grow out of it, dude?
Why? It's fucking $3.
Yeah, no. You think
Get
they'd
you
have a 5
wasted?
Loco by now or something?
Sometimes I drink and I'm like, I think I'm the 5th Loco, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's me.
Yeah. No, I stick to these now, man. Just because of the caffeine thing, like this guy was talking about, man. I was trying to get away from caffeine for a little bit.
But yeah, welcome back to StanleyOni Boyz. It's your boy Griffin.
Que lo que es your boy el Big.
What's up, it's Don, and today we are joined with the man of many trades, which also bought us some good teas and good.
Yes.
Okay, what all
Got you
is
guys.
here that you brought us?
Awesome.
And it'll
Yeah, we can go ahead and start talking about this. Let's talk about it. I got you guys some teas here. We sell these at the shop. My business is Hemp Heads, by the way.
Hemp
Heads.
Let me get that
Hemp
blue
Heads.
one.
Hemp
This
Heads,
is
what
the
all do you-
logo right here. You guys
These-
probably seen it somewhere.
These things too.
But yeah,
Oh shit, they got
the
little
soaps,
leaves in
man.
that thing?
Yes,
Don't fucking look at him, George.
What are these right here? What are these?
those right there are my teas that we carry. It's a cool company, honestly. They do really cool shit with their proceeds and everything. To
What do they do? What do
regenerate
they do with
that.
their proceeds?
They replant these. They replant trees. They replant this yerba mate, and they it's here we can read it. It says reach deep into yerba mate culture, and you'll discover people have long gathered to emit mate to awaken the mind, perform extraordinary features, and exchange confidence. So yeah, it's honestly from around South America, and they do this kind of like, I don't know, it's more of like
Let me try it.
like a culture
I want to
thing.
open one.
But they brew it and they do it this weird way. They have this whole kind of technique of doing it. These guys just started making money on these things. But I started getting on them on the West Coast, and
It tastes
yeah,
very
I went out there to work
hippie-ish.
for a little bit, and they sell these things everywhere, man. They literally do. So I got hooked on them, and whenever I came back out here, the only other place that sells them is Kroger's, and they be taxing on them. And I got to
Kroger's just be taxing them,
yeah,
dog.
no, and I got to the
that
source.
import
God,
tax,
you drink
right?
Yeah, for sure.
loaded.
I got to source, and I was like, where can I get these? And sure enough, dude, they have a little thing in a distribution thing.
Is there sugar in those?
Yes, they have different amounts, by the way, too.
But
That one has the
it-
least amount.
It tastes like it does not have sugar. It tastes like very good but healthy at the same time. You know.
2 grams of protein for like gym rats like me, dude.
Okay, there you go.
Kelvin just signed with the Beast
And you
Mode.
grab the best one, I
Hasn't
think,
shut
you
the
know,
fuck
for
up
like
about
least
it.
sugar and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's more tea kind. That's more like a juicy kind, and this is sparkling.
And this
So-
is a chapstick.
Yeah, bro. So my mom, man, I'm trying to put my mom on.
Oh, mom, please.
Yeah. So how that happened is like I had a bunch of soy wax that I came up on, like 50 pounds of soy wax.
How do you come? Hold on, stop. How do
Yeah.
you come up?
I was
come
hoping
up
you
on
wouldn't- let's just move
50
on.
pounds.
I was hoping you didn't ask the question. All right, so let's say
I say somebody was walking and they have to do 50 pounds of wax somewhere.
okay,
And
no.
then
No, but I had a friend and he had this huge box of wax and he didn't know what to do with it. Some
Who
other stuff
would?
that came in it. Yeah, so I don't know. It was just sitting there. It was like a doorstop at that point. But it was 50 pounds of it. And he's like, hey, man, I think you can make candles out of that or whatever. He's like, I got it in the mail with whatever. And I was like, all right, let me take it. And I grabbed it, took it home. It was about like 5 years that I sat in our basement.
Yeah.
And
and don't go bad, right?
random
Wax
as
over
fuck. I'm just like trying to make candles for some reason. I'm like random as fuck on what I do.
I
you
can
know?
tell,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I
that's
can
good, though.
tell.
That's
I
good,
do,
though,
I do
man.
so much like crafty shit. Like my hands are my fucking, my money makers. Not even that. Like they're just like my joy. If without my hands, like I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
But,
It's a good thing you lost a foot, then, dog. You
Yeah,
know? It's a
no
good
doubt.
thing.
That's why. Honestly, like last night, I switched the subjects real quick. I was designing. And then the homie was right there. He's like, "Hey, can you like hobble around to like the tattoo station?" I was like, "Actually, yeah, let's do that." And but I love doing that, man. I love being able to like, move from subject to subject real easily.
Yeah.
But whenever I got into the like wax candles and stuff like that, I don't know why I was trying to make wax candles. I think I was trying to make like hemp heads molded candles.
Like the little logo?
Right.
Okay.
So, and so I was like, dude, you got that wax. And I went down, to the basement and I checked out the box and I looked it up on Google and they were like, it was expensive as fuck. Like I had grade A fucking soy wax to make the best candles and shit. So I was like, damn, Mom, you think you can make some candles? And she's like, oh. And she's always the kind of person that's like, oh, I suck, you know, I tried it and it didn't work or whatever.
Your mom a creative type too? Like,
Yeah, like I know she's got it in her, you know? She's definitely very
That's
creative.
probably where you and your brother get it from, man.
Also,
Yeah, no,
so
absolutely,
brother
100%.
of E Nava, Railside tattoos. We'll get into
Railside
all that too.
tattoos
Keep
all
it.
day, come through, get tatted
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
for
yeah.
real. G. Everybody knows G,
Yeah.
I think. If you don't get to know him, he's super cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
But yeah, my mom took it on herself, you know, and started making something. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought her like a bunch of this little starter kit for soaps and candles. And you know, she failed a couple of times, and then she's like, "How much are these fragrances? Oh, that's too much, you know, $20." But you know, I'm the kind of guy that's like, whatever it costs. Like, I'd be coming out of Hobby Lobby like with a fat ass fucking bill for like no reason, just for like little crafty stuff, you know.
Probably
And I
know you
won't
there
use
by
it.
name, huh?
Yeah, and I won't.
Hey, yeah, you're back,
It's
man.
all
No,
Nava.
literally.
Bro, what is
This
your...
old lady? I think wants to. I think she wants something.
Hey!
Hey, I'm not gonna say it though. She's probably gonna listen.
She's just a greeter, dog. She says hi to everybody,
I'm
dog.
sure every time I go in, she's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
She get like.
Nah, but I'm
Well,
black.
at one point, she was just doing this.
Talk about the thing, man.
Okay, what is it?
You mean to tell me she gives everybody hand jobs?
I've just been calling you Nava Arts. What is your name?
Oh, Eduardo. Eduardo's
Okay,
my
okay.
name. Nava.
Revealed
That shit-
here, dude. Revealed for the first time.
Because all I just, I'm like, oh yeah, Nava Arts coming on.
Yeah, no, but the way that happened is just fucking everybody started adding different letters in that shit, dude. They were like, you know, coming up in school like Eduardo Nava, like they were adding G's and shit. And then like my shop teacher was like going by Nava, and I was like, cool, dude, I like that, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So like that kind of stuck, and it's getting a little confusing with the brothers now since we're all like
G
together.
Nava, then Nava.
But regardless, we say Nava usually.
And how many
you know,
brothers is it again?
It's 4 of us, dude. We have another youngest brother. I think he's like around 16.
Ah, dude.
But he's not into the art yet. I don't know, you know. G wasn't honestly into the art. We used to make fun of G for not being into art. Like, me and my older
dweeb.
brother. Yeah, bro. Me and my older brother, like, were into art a lot. And we used to kind of make fun of him for not being into it, you know. And
Fucking nerd, not into
yeah,
art.
it's like, what is he gonna get
loser.
into? And
The other day when I-
dude, yeah, he surpasses completely. Now we're like, give us a tattoo.
I remember when I was getting this tattoo right here. Your other brother walked in, the older one, and he's like, hey, you late, man? Like, G's telling me, he's like, hey, man, you're late. He's like, I know, man, how to do something. He's like, no, you're fired. Get out of here.
No,
That was it. Man.
for sure. But yeah, dude. And then so that happened, and then she put the stuff up for a little bit, and then I left to Oregon to work. I'm lucky enough to know some people out there with rec farms, and so I was out there and growing bud for them and taking care of this farm.
Hell yeah.
And while I was out there, that's kind of how I got hooked on these. Then, so I was out there working and like getting super tired, and these things are everywhere, like in every fucking corner store out west.
Yeah.
Like mom and pop shops have these and everything. But
You look hella West Coast, too, dog.
really,
Hella West
You
Coast.
talk West Coast too, just like really fast too, and like no real accent.
I'm nervous
so-
as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went out there for a while, worked, and came back, you know, and Hemp Heads was already an idea and stuff. So whenever I came back, my mom was she was in groups, like Facebook groups, you know, forums and stuff like that. And she was killing the games on these things. I started using them. I was like, dude. And I was always kind of like the 12-in-1 shit, you know, like the fucking car wash, fucking tire wash, face wash, fucking, you know, everything.
like
Yeah.
body
For my
wash,
soaps,
how it was,
for my
yeah.
soaps. So whenever I started using hers, I was like, man, damn, natural ingredients, all handmade, and it's like cold press. There's different ways of doing it, like hot, I guess like a hot way and a cold press. Cold press sometimes takes up to like a month for it to cure, for it to be ready. So like she makes them and like they're not ready till like, you know, a month later. So like all these like pumpkin spice ones, you know, she has to do like a month before the time of being or whatever. But she got really good at it, man. She got really good at it, and I was just like, well,
all
you
these?
know, add some hemp oil to some of them, and I'll stamp my logo on it, you know, and we'll collab. My mom and me, you know, Hemp Heads and fucking the Rosa soap. So she picked, her name's Rosa Flores,
Yeah.
and she picked the name and the logo Rosa soaps. So La Rosa is the company name.
Yeah, I
Goat's
remember
milk.
when G was on my
You got
tat
my
right,
milk in
right
here?
here, it was like roses, and he told me that. He was like, yo, I love doing roses because my mom's name is Rosa. Or whatever.
Yeah, bro, she grows some of the most beautiful roses in her garden, and G goes out there, and that's what's really cool about G's roses. He'll go out there and take pictures all summer long, and
Yeah.
that's the ones that he uses for the
For
tattoos.
the tattoos.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
So I probably
my
got some
mom's
of your mom's
roses.
roses
Oh
on
yeah,
my fucking
absolutely,
tat.
dude. I got my, you know,
Hell
some
yeah.
on myself and stuff like that. But So that's where the soaps came from, man. She's doing really good. And yeah, if anybody wants to come by and try them out, dude, I'll even like give you one if you're really about it, you know, because a lot of people are really about their soaps. Like they really won't touch something if it's got, you know, this and that and the other. And my mom's using all, like I'm watching her fucking dry spinach, chopping it up, and then adding that for the coloring and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, like you're doing the art way of doing it. And I love anything that people take their time on, you know, and like put some artistry in it. And like my dad, the fucking soap saver right here.
Papa Nava.
Yeah. That little thing right here is a soap saver. This right here is a soap saver, so you don't, you know, your soap doesn't sit in a puddle of water and ruin.
And it looks good. I feel like there's a lot of them that just kind of look like bleh. And I feel like that actually looks modern. It can look good in the bathroom.
There's actually a brand of soap savers that's actually black.
No, there is.
Yeah, but so my, you know, seeing my dad and my mom collab is super dope, you know.
So your dad is more into like wood carving and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude.
So like the trompo
he
there
is,
too. Did you do
yeah,
that?
he is the reason.
You good? Come here, bring it in.
He's the big reason of why we even got into, you know, he's the pioneer, you know, of a lot of the craftiness, a lot of the, you know, randomness ideas. Like, I'm sure my mom hated, you know, how much he spent on, you know, or how much time he spent on these type of wood things.
Oh, siempre con sus juguetes.
Yeah, all this stuff, you know. And my dad has like a drawer right now.
Sounds like Valeria more than. You want to say something?
No, I'm just
Let it out, bro.
Let it out.
That's his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend.
I would do a Machine Gun Kelly concert. I'm sure you hate him, you know. So it's fine.
But yeah, I think that's what started. Honestly, one of my like, I guess, sparks to be creative was seeing my dad make these tops right here. So, like, he used to carve these motherfuckers by hand.
How?
By hand. Like, this one's now done with a lathe that I bought him, like 2 years ago.
No machine or anything? Just...
This one's done with the machine that I bought him now 2 years ago. But before that, since I was a tiny little kid, he would just go out there and grab a block of wood and start chopping away. And, like, he would spin them at the end, and I would see it. And, like, his, like, ding, like I hit it, is when they would sleep. Se duermen. They don't move at all. And for him to chop something out of wood and to make it sleep, I mean, he would make them all sizes. And he had hundreds of them everywhere. And so that's what like got me, like, you know, I guess kind of finicking with wood and stuff like that. Which, by the way, this is, you know, the end result of that. This is a rolling tray right here.
Rolling tray for marijuana?
Yeah, for hand.
Tobacco
use. So that's you know,
Look at
a little
the back too, bro. The patterns in the back.
Accessory tray, you know, and that's
How do you do this?
This is actually already a cutting board. That was that bottom part was a cutting board, and then the top part we had to make it with two different boards, and then we did the river thing. It's got a paper dispenser. It's got a lighter holder. It's got this. It's got this two-way.
Holy shit.
Thing, and then it's got, you know, places for all your accessories and a little place for all your stuff.
So you could like sit in here, like watch
so
fucking Netflix as you're like rolling and shit.
Absolutely, or if you're in the dark or whatever, flip it down.
Oh, that's a lot.
Matter of fact, we should roll one right now, right?
Yeah.
Get it.
Please.
Yeah, so that's like, you know, that's where the creativeness from my dad's woodwork kind of goes out. And I brought y'all an ashtray y'all can keep here. I don't know if y'all even smoke here or what.
Do we
we have one, but the one we have is ass, bro. We have like a little.
It's actually stolen from a bar that closed down.
Y'all smoking here? No.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's like, let's roll one while we're talking shit.
Yeah,
That's
please,
cool.
man. It's a studio, not a fucking church, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. I roll in church too. I don't
I think
I don't go to church.
I think you're like, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. It's like, I'm just kidding. I'm going to church.
I don't waste my time.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fucking. I don't believe in fairy tales either.
Bro, one time I got into an argument with my mom about religion, dude. Don't ever do that, dude. That
Dude, with like old school like Hispanic parents,
shit make a void in
you
your
could
relationship,
never.
dog.
Yo no sabía que yo cría el diablo en mi casa. I'm like, yo,
Man,
I'm just saying, think about it, moms.
We could have gotten a conversation just like that 2 days ago. I asked her if she, you know, celebrated trick or treat or whatever. She said,
That's what man, so we can do
that
business.
day's for, you know,
for the devil.
I'm not celebrating I'm not celebrating, you know, Jesus and the devil and stuff like that. So I was like,
I'm gonna do one or the other.
yeah, I was okay. But you know what? With that, as far as religion goes, dude, every heaven and every hell is in us. Like, you know, it's in everybody.
Everybody got evil. Everybody got good. Some people more than others.
The most evil, you know, the most evil that you could ever think about is in everybody, and like the most good.
It's
they can
not,
think
dude.
about isn't everybody.
Yeah,
I feel
man,
like.
George is just evil, dog. There's no
Well, you
good
know
in
they
him.
have they have it in them, but you know whether they choose to.
Now you look up the Webster dictionary, you look up evil, and it's just me.
It's him right there.
That's not true.
Dude, your haircut looks great, dude. Yo,
Yeah, it looks good.
yo, Bazo, zoom into his haircut, dog. Look at that. Look at that, dude.
Yeah, man. Shout out Jordy.
Hell yeah. Oh, there's some chapsticks right here too. Obviously, with soy wax,
Bro,
you can make chapsticks. So
I be staying
please use
using
that.
chapstick,
Hell yeah.
dog. My lips are weak.
But I was looking
Okay.
at like the ingredients in this one, the goat's milk one.
Yeah.
It's like
It says a Dawn on there. A Dawn's milk. That's what it
it
says.
doesn't say that.
Like, we're 100% semen, dog.
No, like once I started growing my beard out, like I had to look for like some like specific ass like beard oil and like shit like that to like not like break out and get like fucking. I got sensitive skin and stuff, but it literally has everything.
Pussy.
It is. What?
But it literally has everything like that beard oil has in it. So I mean, like it. Yeah, man, it's good shit. Dude.
Nice. Well, does it working?
Yeah. Like I used to. It used to be worse. Right now, I mean, it looks a little like. It
So
looks
that's
good
the,
now.
you know, if it wasn't working, honestly, I wouldn't push it so hard. Like I know, like I'd literally be up to my mom and be like, "Yo, honestly, mom, it's not working." But like, it's really working.
Yeah.
Like 10 out of 10 people that come back for the soaps, like everybody that buys it, literally has came back. So that's always like cool. I'm
Yeah,
my
man,
week.
it's hard to-
Here, I
it's
got
hard.
y'all some pins too. I made some pins. with
Does
logo.
it
I'm wearing that.
does it dry your hands out? Because I feel like when I don't use hand soap a lot, but I feel like when I do, my hands get super
Fucking
dry and I
love
hate
those,
them.
dude. Yeah, mine do too. And like chapsticks too. I buy like
that's
the most
hard.
expensive. Yeah, dude, we made some pins out of them. They're all like hand numbered on the back. Actually, that was an option.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that was an option to get them numbered, and I forgot to check it. So when I got them, I thought they were numbered, and I had to sit there with the fucking Dremel number every one of them. There's 100 of them. But yeah, you get one.
Got
of
number
them.
56. What number you got?
53,
74.
52.
Right, random as hell.
Damn, so that means like if you make it, whoever has number one, that motherfucker's gonna sell that shit for a lot of money, dog.
You know,
like a comic
My
book.
mom has every number one that I make.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
if I-
awesome.
if I ever die,
That's
and,
awesome.
You know, I'm having a little saving.
No, it's when you ever die. You'll die
Yeah, you told
eventually.
him, you
man.
said you have-
He's saying if, like it's not real. You know?
You have a little saving what? Like you save the date when you're gonna die? I've already saved the date, you know what I mean?
So I have like all the little ones saved on the side of like my coin and shit.
Got you. I think you meant, yo, that saved the date, you know, in case whenever I die, dog. So
Yo.
pull up to the fucking funeral,
Pull up.
dog.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Y'all are invited for real. There's got to be a party though, man. I don't want no fucking grieving. And
A lot of people
I don't like that, man.
There's a lot of like religions that are like literally instead of like funerals where it's sad, they'll celebrate the parties. Like instead of like mourning their death, they'll celebrate their life that they had.
Bro,
they'll
yeah,
literally
yeah,
party.
Yeah, no doubt. I want
Yeah.
to party, dude. I believe that's a very big, checkpoint in whatever we are, is that next realm. And if we live it fully and like
What do you
happy-
think is that next round, dog? I know we want to get there, but I feel like we're gonna get there eventually.
Oh, I think it's a big secret. I don't think we're supposed to know,
No one's
I
supposed
think-
to. How you gonna know?
Right. I think like let's say you were the creator. Why would you like end the game? Like why would you,
Yeah.
I
I mean, I feel like it's probably like reincarnation. You just start all over. Kinda
I like that. I
Do you
like the
believe-
idea of
do you
that. I
believe
feel
in
like I could fuck with that.
Yeah.
Do you think it's kind of like how they say like the worse you are, like the shittier thing you come back
Yeah,
as?
dog. So you come back like as a
parasite and
cockroach
shit.
or like a fucking ant,
yeah, for sure.
'Cause,
No,
like-
or you come back as
Yo,
like
happy Dia de los Muertos, by the way, dude.
Feliz Dia de los Muertos.
Feliz Dia de los Muertos, for sure. No
But
doubt.
like deja vu, like weird little feelings that like I've never done this before, but I feel like I'm good at it. Like,
Yep.
how
Yep.
you got that feeling?
That's how I feel like with a lot of the stuff that I do. It's not about learning. I feel like a lot of time learning is remembering.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
really.
if you fucking just sit there and like realize that when things feel natural is because you've already been there and you flow with that, like you'll see that more and more and more and feel it more and more. And then at the end of the day, you won't have any doubts of where you're at because like you feel right.
Hell yeah. But so where like how do you describe like Hemp Heads, dude? Like what? Like,
Hemp Heads, yeah,
If you were
see-
like to give it a description, like what would you describe it as? 'Cause I feel like it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
soaps, is this?
Yeah,
is-
yeah, dude. Hemp Heads, honestly.
I know your store. You got like skateboards and like all
For
kinds of
sure.
stuff.
I like it.
Yeah, Hemp Heads I feel like would be like a collective. And I kind of started passing Hemp Heads around I guess at a time where I was like really low, super low in my life. I guess I was my worst enemy at that point. So it was like, I don't know, for me it was everything, It literally was everything. I was going around to music festivals traveling, and when I started traveling, I started showing people my shirts, and I used to tie-dye and I used to airbrush. I started airbrushing when I was 14 years old. at the fucking mall. I don't know if y'all remember those guys.
The little kiosks.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So I ran that shit for the last like 3 years that it existed there. I feel like.
Oh wow,
Probably seen you before. I don't even remember.
that's crazy. Yeah.
'Cause I literally have a black shirt that says Kelvin, like spray paint. Because when you're a fucking 12-year-old kid, that's what you get.
You want your
Right.
name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
airbrush.
know your fucking name.
Hey, which is your kid? The one that says his fucking name on his t-shirt, dude.
Yo, but how crazy is that though? Like fashion, for example, like shit that like used to be cool like back in the day, like
Now isn't.
there's a point in time that like say like back in 2000, like the shit people were in 2000,
Right.
you'd go up to like 2010 or 2000 in between, like closer to like a little bit, like a couple years above. And like they would make fun of you because like, oh, you know, you're wearing some old ass shit, this and that, blah blah blah. Now you're looking at it now at 2021, all the old shit from 2000s coming back,
Yeah.
and
And
everybody's like,
that with like clothing and stuff like that, man, you got to know the difference between like fads and fashion, and
Ooh,
you know, and
fads and fashion. I like that.
yeah, it's like
There's two different
fads,
things.
like kind of, and trends. You know, fads and trends. Whenever like something is trending, it's literally just right then, boom. But like things can like come back, and whenever like you really study it, it's almost like time. You can almost time it. You know, and literally be
Yeah.
like next season's probably gonna be like some flannels or this, you know, pattern, like old school type stuff,
Right.
and they'll come back like bell bottoms, you know, kind of come back randomly and shit like that. And yeah, so for with clothing wise, if you pay attention to that, it's whenever you can, you know, be a little bit more better about what your next seasons are gonna look like, and you know, and what people are gonna flow into, I guess, like that. But yeah, I guess, you know, even colors, like some colors come into like popping hard, you know, like flannels and shit like that. Like they'll be popping sometimes and sometimes not.
I'm waiting for powdered wigs to come back, dog.
Yo,
I've been walking around with our powdered wigs on,
just like a Thomas Jefferson type beat on top of here, dog.
Yeah, Thomas Jeffries, dog.
Thomas, just get a little. Dude, I have to do this shit when my head itches. Yo,
No,
so-
but yeah, but hemp heads. So whenever
take
I
it off
started
here, man. We got a coat rag, dog. Put this shit on here, dude.
Dude,
Kelvin hates that we have this
remember,
because he's like, we never use it, but it's been summer, so yeah, we don't use it in the fucking summer, Kelvin.
use it as like
I
a
fucking hate that
charger
color.
holder or
Yeah,
something.
but I mean, when it's winter, we'll use
Dude, talk
it.
about wigs, dude. We went to the
shout out
Camilo.
Winter one time.
We went to the
Shout out
Camilo concert. Shout out Camilo one time.
Shout out
Gang,
Camilo.
the boy.
Shout out Camilo.
But you listen to Camilo, dude?
Nah,
Camilo's
yeah, sure.
good. He's I feel like he would fuck with Camilo
Now,
heavy, dude.
well, maybe he doesn't wear shoes, so I feel like you
He doesn't
like
wear
that,
shoes,
dog.
dude. He's all mixed
That's
that.
cool. What's why am I gonna hate on someone for no reason?
Yo, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, but he makes Spanish music, but it's like all like very acoustic based type
Okay.
deal.
He got a sailor
No, I'm
mustache.
down for whatever music, dude. Honestly, I listen to so much. I go to so many music festivals.
Yeah.
I've been to like almost 100 music
You were at
festivals.
one last weekend, though.
Last weekend, dude. I was like on 20 hits of acid. I was hard.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, I couldn't make sense of a fucking porta potty, bro.
What does being on acid feel like?
How was that?
Especially 20 hits of acid.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, you know, by like the third day after an acid for 3 days, like 20 really doesn't. You can eat like one hit the first day and like 20 hits by the third day, and you'll be higher the first day off the one.
Because your body's already accustomed to
Getting a tolerance type
It's
beat.
not.
it.
It's
What,
not.
what does it feel like? What does that high feel like though?
On LSD.
On acid. or
Whatever,
LSD or-
man. Anything you ate.
Honestly, to each their own, man. It's really hard to like say something, you know, because everybody kind of has a different experience and then like kind of counteracts that. But honestly, the only thing I can kind of say about it's like it brings you back to self. Like it gets so raw and so organic and just brings you back to self. And it's
What do
a
you
really
mean
nice
by
reset?
What do you mean brings you back to self?
You know, we get really distracted on day-to-day basis, you know, of what we do.
Agreed.
This job and 9 to 5s and everything else like that. To where it's like there's organic reasons of why we're here, you know, to be happy and like to be with family and shit like that. To where like that literally brings it out 100%. So it could be a little sentimental. It could be, you know, everybody. I used to call it love, L. So like love, it literally is like, I don't know. If there's one thing that I did that probably changed my complete direction of how I was living and my business was LSD. 100%. Taking LSD changed my whole mind. That's when I stopped, like I haven't cut my hair since.
Right.
Or like I stopped cutting my hair, then I just cut my hair last actually. Like 6 inches off of it. But
Damn. 6 inches.
Hey,
yeah, but I hadn't
some
cut
girls
it, but I
say
hadn't cut it
6
for, like,
inches is a
10
lot,
years.
dude. Hey,
But I had
Some girls do say
no, okay, no, that is. I mean, okay, for hair, that's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
No, for everything.
Nah, just say
not
for
just
here.
air, dude. I heard it's average.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I
I heard it's average league, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes,
You go outside and there's 6 inches of snow. That's a lot of fucking snow.
That
dude.
is. That's a lot of snow.
So
But
let's.
I hadn't
yeah.
cut it in like 10 years. I took LSD for the first time in 2011. Yeah, I think it was 2011. And that's the last time I cut my hair. No specific reason. It's just like the fact of like every week needing to look some way, you know? And if it was off, you felt off.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And if you went somewhere.
So you don't
had
do
to be-
anything. Like you don't get a shape up or nothing, or like trim the sides or
I just trim my,
the
my
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good though. I mean, it looks
So,
great.
So would you like, cause like a lot of people, like we've had a couple people on here talk about like psychedelics and stuff like that. Like, would you recommend everybody at least try?
I may or may have not taken mushroom before getting here.
What?
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm a little shaky right now. I can't even roll this thing right now.
But would you recommend?
Let's go. No,
Dude, I feel like
That's
I'm
why I'm
high. I haven't even
shaking.
done anything.
Jesus
I feel high
fucking
as
Christ.
fuck.
But would you recommend like people to take psychedelics just to like to open their minds and like
You know, I will not condone that, dude, because of my business, because of everything else, obviously.
Right.
But you get the hint.
Yeah.
It's one of the most important things that I ever did in my life. Like, by far. It is the,
And a lot of people say that, like fucking Steve
Bro, I
Jobs.
used
and
to,
like,
I used to be a klepto, dude. I used to go to Walmart and
you
steal
kind
everything, bro.
You kind of look like a young,
You know?
Steve Jobs a little bit.
No, what?
Let's
Yeah,
go,
he
right?
does.
What?
You ever seen the Steve? You ever
The
seen the
Mexican
Steve
Jobs?
The
you know?
Steve Jobs movie when he has like long hair and a beard and shit, like when he was younger. Yeah,
Dude, man, I don't know all that. Or one, no, I haven't, and I don't know where you see that, but I guess I got to see that movie.
Nah, I think I mean because he was kind of like
yeah, like tall, skinny,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
long hair, beard.
Okay.
But yeah, he did. He said he
Never
did
watched the
LSD,
movie,
and
though.
that's how he got the fucking idea for fucking Apple, dog.
Yeah, dude, the guy that invented the double helix DNA. He
Oh, I thought, like,
What?
fucking
What do you mean?
Walls of Jericho.
Double
double
helix,
helix?
DNA? What do you mean?
Yeah,
What?
the actual
The fucking
shape of how
DNA, dude.
DNA looks. Like he saw that shit.
How? Wait, how? What?
Oh, the little DNA symbol.
Yeah, or like the actual.
Double helix, you know, the thing
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of other people that I actually look up to. You know,
And I feel like it's so much.
I've read a lot of books, man. Actually, there's a book, "Stealing Fire." If anybody's down to hear it or fucking.
Link will be in description.
Dude, somebody stole my last album, dog. They stole fire.
Don't condone that. Don't condone that.
Come in next week for StanleyOni Boyz.
Stop. Don't.
That was good.
I feel like.
But yeah,
all
I
that
think
shit-
I heard some other people on here talking about streaming and stuff like that. You know, and they kind of say that, I guess pretty much the same thing, right? Or unless people have bad trips. I don't believe in bad trips, dude. I 100% do not
What do you
believe in
mean?
bad trips.
Every trip is good?
Every trip has a lesson. Every single
I don't know, dude. There's some dude that took some shit and ate a person, bro. I feel like that's a bad trip.
Psychedelics?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bath salts.
Best song.
The dude in
Yeah,
Florida.
remember the dude in Florida when we were in fucking high school.
When everybody
bath
thought that
salts.
zombies were real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like chemicals and shit. Like man, like that's like
Right.
chemicals
And I don't doubt that,
all
you know, if
together,
you
yeah.
mix other things with psychedelics and stuff like that, you know, mixing drugs is.
That's how Mac Miller died, dude. They gave him like some bad drugs, man.
Yeah, I didn't. You were talking about the other day. I didn't
Yeah, I
realize
saw that
that.
shit. There was like a fucking like really like a fucking pandemic like somewhere like in LA where like this fucking like high drug person that used to be like the plug for all the celebrities and shit.
adding fentanyl to their shit.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, like
cutting whatever it was. With
Man, that thing's
fentanyl.
in everything. Shout out to Dan Safe. Dan Safe actually
What's that?
sells test kits at all these festivals. So
Oh.
if you ever buy, you know, anything, if you're ever
Shout out to
into
that
You
that,
get tested. Oh
yeah, so
wow.
it comes like, you know, in different, I guess, liquids, and then you just get a little sample packs of all your stuff and drop will drop.
Holy
Changes
shit.
The color, depending on what way of the color goes, whether blue.
Then
or
it
yellow.
has this or has that.
I mean, this.
fucking Travis Scott just now.
Do you hear about the whole Travis
Yeah,
Scott
but
thing
that was,
going
that
on?
was like
Fucked
a
up,
mosh
man.
pit type of
That's
thing.
so
though.
crazy, man. That's
That-
why I don't really like
I don't
these
know, man.
mainstream
Dude,
festivals.
It said the
they
crowd
were
surged.
they were saying that one dude it was recently, I don't know if you saw, you're probably on the way, literally just now,
Yeah.
that like some guy like freaked out
Breaking
and like
news on StanleyOni Boyz.
it just
podcast.
started. I mean, this is gonna come out for like 3 months, but whatever. But like it just started
stabbing people with a needle.
stabbing
or
people with a
some
needle or like whatever they had, and like that's what like made people freak out.
shit. Yeah.
And I guess it's that mob mentality too, though. You know, like mob mentality is real. Like when you're around a bunch of people, you feel it's just different than being by yourself.
You said it, dude. You said like the last time you went to a fucking like a fucking festival, you were like, why ain't anybody pushing around or like doing some like crazy shit?
Yeah, man. That's kind of why I stay away from these mainstream festivals, like the big big ones, you know,
Yeah.
that you just can't control what kind of people go to any of them really. But whenever these reoccurring ones that I go to, they're like real small, like really kind of heady, like family type of vibes, you know.
I went to one kind of like that, just random. I was in California at the time I was visiting, and they had one there. And yeah, they were actually super friendly. And it was weird. They handed me gum, and they're like, "Yo, don't worry, it's just gum." And I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna be anything else. But I was like, that kind of like everybody else told me like, "Oh no, that's a good thing."
Somebody gives me gum and they say, "Don't worry, it's just gum." I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
I'm worrying. That's not gum.
Matter of fact, give me like 6 pieces.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm telling you, like, and they
Hey,
gave
reach
me.
in my pocket. It's not a penis. Hey, hey, you want me to touch your penis, huh? You want me to touch his fucking dick?
Hey, you're slick.
But they gave me like these like glasses that are like kind of like, I don't know, had like a bunch of like weird like lights on or whatever. When I put them on,
like
the
kaleidoscope glasses.
yes, kaleidoscope, and it looked crazy. And they were just passing me weed and
yeah.
oh yeah, everybody
You're
was
having a great time, right?
so friendly there, dog.
Bro, that looks
No.
great. That looks like a pre-roll, dude. That looks great.
Thanks, dude. I was tripping kind of too. So shaky and shit.
You're good.
So
Sorry
we can-
for
you wanna light
interrupting. Sure. I don't know where the lighter
Yeah,
is.
man, right there should be on the ashtray in there.
No,
On
that
there.
ashtray's over there.
Oh,
You know, I should have one on it. It's like displaying the cool fucking
Here, dog.
features. Of
Yeah, bro. If you had like a little automatic lighter
sorry,
on
that was a
there.
terrible throw, dog.
But then wood and fire probably don't mix that good, huh?
No, yeah, because I was gonna make some other ashtrays to like magnetic spots for a metal ashtray, so you can like kind of move it. That's still in the plans. I got a lot of plans, dude. I do so much random shit that you should see how many projects I have. Like,
Bro, you make-
98% done.
You make rings,
and as soon as you get
and like
98% done, though,
Then you stop.
like it's weird. I think that's like part of the artist's mind, though, is you know, with the canvas, once it's blank, it's everything. It can be anything. It's everything. You know, everything you're imagining, you want to put on there, it's that. As soon as you put a brushstroke down, it starts being something.
Yeah.
And it starts fading away from every other possibility in your head. So once you like start going towards it, you can get halfway through it and be like, damn, that's completely not what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
And then just like put it away. It could be a badass painting of going that way, but that's not where you wanted it. So that's like where I start piling up shit, and there's so many projects that are like halfway done that need to be finished. But like for who, right? Like I don't have no one tell me that I have to, and that's like the beauty of me having this shop and like being able to. My studio's there at the shop, so you know I'm not bored just sitting there.
Dude,
waiting
your
to
shop
sell
looks
it.
so fucking cool.
looks
dude.
great.
Thank you.
We'll have a
yeah.
video. We'll have a video of it right here, dude.
Oh hell yeah!
No man,
So-
that the story you posted up, like you're like upstairs and you're like, fuck, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is he just crawling?
Dude, yeah.
He's just crawling.
Yeah, my leg was fucked up, man.
Okay, tell us about how you hurt your leg before we keep talking about your
Man,
leg,
yeah.
man.
So if you ever see this fucking Aussie little beautiful puppy pulling a fucking guy on a skateboard, that's me. And I fall a lot. I fall a lot and hard and fast.
Like a man should, motherfucker. Yeah.
But this time I wasn't even moving. I was like fucking standing still, I feel like, bro.
Yeah.
I was just coming to a stop and it wasn't my skateboard. Loose shoes. And as soon as I like, you know, come off the stop, it just and I fell and I'm like, fuck. You know, and I'm like
damn.
it was hurt bad. It hurt bad. So fucking bad, dude. Like, you know, I rolled my ankle and shit like that, and it hasn't hurt this bad. So I was just sitting there, and of course, one of the guys that works right there at the Nook, while I'm sitting outside, I knocked over one of their little trees and shit. I made
Yeah.
a scene.
Yeah.
And he's like coming into the, you know, he's the only one that kind of seen something, and he's coming into work. And he's like, man, did you just fall? And I was like, yeah, I did. He's like,
Well, you fucked up my tree, man. You owe me a fucking
He's like, you need some help? And I'm like, not looking at him because I'm crying. And so
Like
I'm
a
just holding
man,
my
though,
leg
like a
this,
man.
yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then he's like, all right. And then I looked down at my leg and seen how like swollen and fat it was, and I tried to move it, and it hurt so goddamn bad. And then I was like, wait, and the door closed, and he was inside already. And I was like, oh, this is fucked up. So then I had Muddy's over there taking a shit. So now I'm like, all right, cool. The skateboard's 8 feet that way. Literally, all I had to do is, boom, get knocked down, and then just like crawled myself to the skateboard, got on the fucking skateboard, got Muddy to pull me all the way back to the shop.
Like sitting down?
Sitting down, yeah, like this. I had to put my leg up, and then I had him pull me forward, and every fucking bump I felt on the way back. And as soon
What
as
a
I got
good
to the
dog,
shop-
though. Great dog, huh?
Yeah, super.
How did you
he's
train him?
awesome.
How did you train him to do something like that?
Man, honestly, this dog came with tricks, and I'm pretty sure he's got more tricks that I don't even know about.
Like Brooklyn.
Like as soon as I do something, like one time I bought him a frisbee when he was a puppy, and I threw it, and he kind of ran from it, and I was like, "You don't like the frisbee?" Like 2.5 years went by, I randomly bought him a frisbee, And I went to the park and I threw it, and he did this fucking lassie jump, dude. I'm talking about he just took off and just caught it in the air, and I was like, where'd you get that from? Like, what the fuck? And literally, he could just do a trick one time, and he
So you just got on the skateboard and you were like, go.
Yeah.
You just took off.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I got on the skateboard and he was like barking, like trying to do something, like, and I was like, cool, and I just grabbed onto the thing, and he just. That was
Back to the shop.
And now he can't like not do that at least once a day. Like he's just begging me, bring me the skateboard and shit. I didn't like this.
It's a great way to walk your dog, though, man.
So great because you don't get tired.
At all.
But that's good that he brought you.
No, I'm just kidding.
This how can I see your what does it look like right now?
Take a look at it.
How do you go about like stopping though? Like on like when you don't fall. Like how do you go about stopping?
With one foot, I honestly take one foot off and then just like it's kind of sketchy, honestly. The whole thing is sketchy, but he loves it.
I mean, you
and
gotta
I
take
love
a
him.
shoe off. Ah.
And I love you.
Let's see this.
Oh man.
Oh, it is definitely.
Yeah, put that shit away, dude.
Oh, why is that looking like that, guys?
Oh, do that. Okay, yeah. That's
You just looked at it today?
You guys got ice? What do you guys got?
We got something in the fridge.
You can probably get a beer out the fridge and put it on it.
yeah,
dude.
do that. Do something.
Christ. All right.
When you
So
did
we
go-
got an ashtray
I feel like
now.
this
We
weed
got
is gonna
fucking-
get me higher than regular weed for
Yeah,
some
I
reason.
just feel like it's just.
You're like tripping out. Yo, ever
He's like,
fucking
I'll put
smoked
some-
acid?
He's like, I'll put some shrooms in.
Yo, I could see God, dog. I could see God. I'm gonna either fight him or become him by the end of the
Yeah, I
night.
just know you don't
Dude,
have
I'm
a
putting
fucking,
this away, though.
you don't have a store called Hemp
Yeah,
Heads and
please.
like not have shitty weed, bro. It's impossible.
Why are you wearing shoes? I would walk around in sandals. You have that thing on, dog.
You know, I was looking kind of cool today.
No, you're right. Look good. I like the
Yeah, no, it
the
feels-
jacket, the
yeah,
peacoat.
no, it was
I got one. I got one like
George
that.
looks good, man. Look at this is the best outfit you wore.
Literally,
all
you
season,
look
dude.
like shit most of the time, George.
Yeah.
But today you look
This is
good,
the
dog.
best outfit you wore
look
all
really
season.
good. Tim's.
And I feel like the
look
hair
good.
just looks
You know
great,
what's
dude.
coming.
Now you had it up.
I just got a haircut, dude. That's
Yeah, you look
about
great.
it.
It looks like you had plans to go take pictures today, but then you didn't do that. That's what it looks
It was
like.
picture day, but he skipped.
It's supposed to be tomorrow, but I ain't doing that no more. But I went to like 2 months without getting a haircut.
Yeah. Don't ever do that again, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
What was that?
It's in your fucking
You were high on
contract,
acid
man.
too,
You and Nelson too.
Nah, like, it's just I don't know. Like my hair don't grow that fast, and like I already have this part
You
kind
got
of
long
long.
ass hair too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried,
Sorry,
man.
Ton. I had to do it because it's for the episode.
Oh, Tom
man.
said no smoking the ganja?
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Oh, what happened?
It's my personal trainer, man. He doesn't. He's trying to, he's trying to get me away from the drugs,
The
man.
whole time you were like trying to tap me over here. I didn't know what that meant, dude. Just tell me no.
No, I tapped you. No, I tapped you so you could get in the frame. No. It's okay. I love marijuana. He knows that.
Instructor, he's not hitting
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He's fucking not even inhaling.
Yeah. Honestly, I call
Like
him my
fucking-
hero, really, man. He saved my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
No,
he's
he
a,
didn't.
He's above good looking Asian dude.
He is, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
Beast
damn.
Modes. You've heard of him, I'm sure.
Who is it?
Beast Modes on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
God, your
Man,
hair is
he's
fucking
on.
beautiful, dude.
Hey.
That is so well kept. You definitely like.
Thank you. I did it for today. No, I'm just kidding. No, dude.
You
my shit.
You put anything in it?
If anything, I put coconut oil in it, but I try not to wash it every day.
It's good without natural.
I have a bad habit of having it up in the bun anyways.
Yeah.
And the reason I
Shit
had
fucks with your,
6
shit
inches.
fucks with your hairline and shit too.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
constantly putting it back.
100%. And I had it
Right.
down to like past my
Actually,
waist.
you got long hair too.
And then the
I'm
lady,
going with
that-
short hair.
one of my
Fuck.
homegirls was like, dude, it's super damaged. You need like this much cut off it. And as soon as I got up, it was like up to my tit again. I was like, damn. And that was like 6 months ago. But yeah, it's finally kind of growing back, which is cool. They said, it kind of grows back whenever you trim it. But I hadn't cut it, like I said, in like 10 years, man. I don't really care for it. Like, it's just, it stays up in a... It stays up in
Yo, Kelvin, if he's someone's talking, he cannot take his eyes off of him, dude. You do that all the time, dude.
What?
And like anybody tries to like hand you something like, and I feel like you have no peripheral vision.
Bro, he's,
Maybe.
Cause anytime he's just like,
have you seen his
and
size
like,
of
yo,
my glasses?
yo, Kelvin. It's like, what? Fuck.
I don't know. I feel like when somebody's talking to me, I'm like focused on what they're saying.
Like literally every
No, that's good, man.
like
That's good.
anywhere.
I
The
feel like
store,
I have a
anywhere.
hard time kind of like
I could
Lock
tell.
your eyes.
You're very,
yeah,
which is cool, man. I like that
he's
about
on
you, man.
mushrooms, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're right.
That might be a little bit of
Talking about mushrooms. Have you ever fucking chopped mushrooms up with an axe, dude?
No, go check out FatBoy Studios.
Are you an artist or a musician interested in perfecting your sound, wanting to take it to the next level?
Here at FatBoy Studios, we have the latest and greatest in recording technology for any mixing and mastering and production.
We have top of the line engineers and producers to help you hone your craft.
So check us out here at FatBoy Studios at 3525 Chattanooga Road.
Oh, hey, coming from the StanleyOni Boyz here. Ever want to throw some axes? Do you live in the Northwest Georgia area? Well, right here in Dalton, Georgia, we have big axe throwing. At Big Axe, you can bring all your family and friends and throw axes. You can even play Jenga like my boy Don right here.
Hey, Don from StanleyOni Boyz. Here at Big Axe, we're better known, better and friendly. Nothing like having a couple beers, throw a couple axes with your friends. Isn't that right, Griffin? Oh, hey, it's Griffin.
And when you get your first bullseye here at Big Axe, you get Vikinged up and you get a picture go on the wall.
And we also have seasonal leagues where people can come out and participate in an 8-week league event for a chance to win some medals and medallions. So make sure you go check them out at 825 Chattanooga Avenue.
We're just not a business, we're a family. Axe on!
So who's drinking these Guinnesses?
No, get one if
You want, bro? Get whatever you want, dog. We have heroin too, if you want it.
I like how you go from like this.
That's
Like,
right. That's bad. That's
you go
bad.
from like
Right?
this.
You're right.
You go from like this all natural like
I like
fucking
sitting up here.
cheese
Yeah,
tea to
I
like
kinda
just like
figured
this
it was gonna get a little.
nasty. Let me get the other one because if
little
not, Don's gonna drink and I'm fucked, dude. I really want to know what this tastes like. So I'm gonna save it right here.
It's like coffee, baby.
We gotta pour these in a cup.
No.
we
no.
got a couple.
Sorry, man. It's, I didn't know that shit was shaking, dog. George.
Watch out with those things.
Yeah, for real. George sometimes he just grabs his drink and just does this, dude. He's like, here,
Jerks it off.
enjoy.
He
That
jerks
was-
his drink off.
I get it now. I see now.
Yeah,
Y'all did this
yeah.
on purpose, huh?
No, we really didn't. See, now you got him. Way to go, George.
All right, I gotta come clean. I gotta come clean. When you came in here, you were like, "Yo, shake this one fucking beer. We're gonna
You
get
started shaking all of us.
This is about to do it too.
And it's like, Kelvin, grab one.
I need to see. I need to
No,
see.
no,
it
wait,
open.
no.
I think it's just this type because
All right, you guys have to open it.
Don't
right
open
now
it,
for
open
me.
it.
And don't fucking try to
Guys.
shake it before you cap.
Wow.
Joe, see, one more, dude. If this one comes out with no bubbles, you guys.
I don't want to open it.
fuck me
I don't want to open it yet. This one that's actually just a trick one. They told me you grab one so he thinks that it's not
It's
shaking
like
up,
the
but it
first
is.
one, man. The first one at the beginning when I cracked it open, it was like overfilling. I had to like.
We don't
drink
believe
it.
it.
I didn't see it.
It's on the camera, so rewind that shit.
All right, bet.
I should have done that instead of.
Yo, can I get the
spilling
lighter?
like a bitch.
I kind of like held it too long. I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't. I think it's just because like
I thought you said like, no, you can't.
like the cold brew coffees, like they're super like fizzy and shit.
Ooh, that tastes good. Oh, thank you.
It's like coffee, right?
Yeah, it definitely tastes like coffee.
Bro,
I went to-
come in, dog. Come in. You're out the frame, dog.
I went
Just
to
right here, man.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right
right
here.
there.
Got
Because
it.
I keep trying to look at you while you're talking.
Now you're gonna get that
I
mic.
think this is really close.
Yeah, get that mic. Get that mic. I think I'm in love right now, dog. I literally feel like I'm in love. Your hair looks so good, dude.
It looks so good.
dude, like
Get the mic. Get the mic now.
Fucking mic.
Fuck this mic.
Oh, damn.
but
Oh, that's nice. That's
so
cool.
like your older brother, he does a lot of like
Our older brother, please.
woodwork or like machine work.
Yeah,
type of
dude,
thing.
he's more of the technical kind of guy. He's honestly a pioneer on the fucking like computer stuff, you know? He's a pioneer in everything. I love my older brother, dude. Shout out to him for real.
Which one?
What's his name?
Jose.
Jose.
Yeah, he's got Nava Creations. That's his Instagram handle. Check it out. And he does all
Nava
the
Arts,
signs,
Nava Creations.
like
Got that.
wall
G
art,
Nava.
wood CNC carved, like flags and stuff like that. A bunch of really fucking cool shit.
It'd be hard if you get one of
and
those with
he knows a
SOB.
lot more about 3D softwares and CNC softwares, CCAD, whatever all that shit is.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a hands-on-y kind of measure with the ruler type, you know, and cut and stuff. Jewelry. I just got into jewelry not too long ago.
Hard.
Yeah, you were doing
Thanks,
You make rings. I was looking at like you like from like old like forks
Or
or
I've made
spoons.
a ring. Oh yeah, so I made a couple of rings of like just stainless steel like spoons.
Yeah.
Spoon handles. So I went to antique store right across the street from us.
Bought a bunch of them.
Yeah, I just bought a bunch of them, man. You know, $2-3. Got like 10 of them, and I just bent them, and they look pretty dope. You know, this one's got a bunch of roses.
So like, do you sell them at the shop too?
I could, but like, you know, you'd probably look at that and be like, damn. So how many do you have? That's literally my first ring I've ever made, and that's the only ring I've ever made.
What did you make them out of? Like, how do you make them?
That's sterling silver. That's
You get a block of silver?
you can start that way and melt it down, flatten up your sheets. Out of a sheet, you start, breaking down your ring into the smaller parts or whatever parts it's made out of. Cut those out, and then you solder them.
It's
with
good
a
to fit my
little
finger.
tiny torch.
I got fat
And
fucking
then you just
fingers.
fit whatever diamond or stone that you're gonna put in there, and then set it, and that's another, like, silversmithing and like putting it together is one thing, and then setting the stone is like another thing to learn about. And like setting diamonds is a whole nother fucking.
Bro, you also tattoo. How long you been
Yeah.
tattooing?
So my older brother is the one that started tattooing. Man, he started tattooing in jail. That's how everything got started.
Shout out jail, dog.
Shout out
Hell
jail,
yeah.
man.
Jose, he started the gangster shit. Like he started for real, like, you know,
He was the
us
first
wanting
gangster
to-
ever, dog.
Man, that's the reason we came to Georgia.
Because yo, get out of this gangster shit.
Yo, yeah, we used to live in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Phoenix one time.
Shout out Phoenix.
Hell yeah,
dog.
Shout out the
Jose.
Suns.
Shout out the Suns, baby.
Jose, no doubt. Jose is from LA. So, you know, Jose was conceived in LA, and then they moved to Phoenix, Arizona, had me and G. And yeah, he was gangster as fuck, dude. I remember one of the last few months, I think, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons, and because there's jobs out here, the carbon mills.
Yeah.
But Jose was fucking getting into these gangs, man. And I saw him get jumped, and then he came into the buzz, and he was beat up, bro.
What kind of brother are you? You just saw him get jumped?
No, well, I'm waiting for him. You know, I'm a little kid. I'm in third grade.
Yeah.
You know?
shit,
So
bro.
I'm
You're
in
a
the
child.
bus, bro. I'm
So
like
what
this,
is
like,
it?
He's gonna jump in and he's
my
gonna end up
feet are
being in
still
the
hanging
fucking
up.
blood.
Yeah.
and I'm like this, looking out the window, and I'm like, someone else getting jumped out there. And that was a normal thing, bro. Like,
Right,
sometimes
right.
you couldn't get in the bathroom because they were counting 13 seconds because someone was getting
Oh,
jumped.
okay. Yeah, you're right. I can see what you're saying. You couldn't
So-
really see.
So I was like, someone else, you know, someone getting jumped, and I was like, where's my brother? Because I always had my seat. And sure enough, motherfucker that was getting jumped comes on, and it was him, and he was like bleeding. And I remember this, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what happened? He's like, nothing.
Nothing,
Like a
motherfucker.
gangster. And I was like, and like, you know, I kind of got what happened. So I was like, damn, I don't know what the gang was. I don't even want to talk about gangs.
Yeah, hell
I don't
yeah,
know what
nah,
kind of
dude.
gang
Nah,
it was.
hell yeah, man.
Because of those
Alright.
reasons, like,
Dude, we'll put a list of gangs on screen.
And you
could be
decide,
any of
you
these.
pick which one.
Could be any of these.
Yeah.
No, but that, and because of the job opportunities, you know, we had an uncle out here, and they're like, hey, you know, there's hardly any Mexican families.
Yeah.
You know, it was 1997.
Damn.
Whenever that happened, yeah, I was 7 years old. So, you know, yeah, I don't know why I was talking about gang shit.
Nah, you're good.
Maybe
I
because
remember-
your upbringing, man. Your upbringing involves it, like, you know.
Oh yeah, but no, Jose. So he got locked up while he was out here. While we were, you know, I don't know, he was probably 18, and I think he started tattooing at that time. And whenever he got out, you know, he was like starting with a stick and poke, and then he would make his own machines, you know, out of CD players and rubber erasers and a fork and some tape and shit, and just put it
That's
together.
It's like, dude, you're not in prison no more. You can just buy a regular tattoo gun, dog.
Amazon, bro. You get them on.
But he was crafty as fuck, you know, taking up to my dad and shit, and trying to like solder this shit together, and like just looking at this fucking, you know, piece of art for
That's
him.
awesome.
And so he took pride in that shit. And then he ended up buying his first, you know, kind of pro tattoo gun from eBay. How pro can that get? But
Shout out eBay, dog.
How broke can that get?
eBay's respectable, dude.
no, eBay's tight.
Now, if he said he bought it from Wish, I'd be like, yo, the fuck?
No little wish pack,
Nah, dog. No
plastic
way.
pieces and everything.
Yeah, no.
Yo,
fucking
man, Don
way.
actually bought a 3-piece suit. From
Yeah,
one
man.
time.
That shit came in.
Picture's gonna be right here.
Hey, it's a picture of a Don in the
Nice.
suit.
Look, this is what it was supposed to look like. That's what it actually looked like. They say 3 pieces. I feel like they literally got 3 different pieces of
To
3
make the
different
suit.
suits, and all of them were different, dog.
Nothing match. Huh?
Nothing, bro. Nothing at all.
Yo, but you gotta see little brother, and that shit fit him good, right?
Yeah,
And
that's just like an extra large. That dude's a medium at best.
Yeah.
so Jose, back to
soft
Jose,
as fuck, too.
he was
Here's a picture of him being soft.
God damn.
But yeah, Jose started this whole tattoo thing, you know, and like the interest for it. At that time, G was still probably not into the artwork. I was starting to do it kind of just on myself, you know, and really like all the tattoos I have are by myself. Like,
Right.
Well, okay, you ain't
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't gotta do it,
Well,
man.
what you can say in pictures of? All right, well, fuck, it's on camera now.
oh, okay, no. Anyways, this whole leg is kind of tattooed up here.
That's your bad leg too, huh?
Yeah, I know. That didn't work out like it was in my head, like, you know.
It's a Muslim.
But yeah. So I tattooed too, man, and it's badass that G got into it.
So they got into it, and then you were like, you know what? Let me try my hand at it.
No, well, after Jose, it was me, and then it was me and Jose tattooing, and we would just tattoo at other people's houses or go to their house and tattoo. You know, at that time, Damasio, shout out Damasio.
Shout out Damasio.
Yeah, Richie, you know, he was trying to get into tattooing at that
Richie
point,
Garcia?
too. Yep.
Shout out Richie the Kid.
You know,
That's my barber. I mean,
that whenever
my
Jose was,
it's my tattoo artist.
yeah, when
He's
Jose,
my barber too, though.
and so when Jose was starting to tattoo, that too was tattooing at that time too. Like, you know, so I started getting into it, and yeah, they're still fucking killing it, man. Every single one of the monsters fucking badass. You know, he keeps improving. Jose, he still does them, and he comes in there and he surprises me a lot, man. He lets it go, just like me. I feel like I let it go for like 2 years. Like I can stop and get back and surprise.
Like
myself.
riding a bike, baby.
Almost like that, you know. And I believe it's because of all the shit that I do. You know, I strongly believe that I can stop, like, tattooing and then airbrush for just 3 months and then get back to tattooing and have a different technique learned from it. Almost like airbrushing is super quick. I had to finish a shirt in 10 minutes. So I got used to going, tattooing, you can't do that. My airbrushing started sacrificing because I was going so fast. If I'd slow down, it'd be better. So when I got to tattooing and stopped airbrushing for years, I got back to airbrushing, and I was so slow. And my lettering was just so smooth. And I was like, what happened? Like, what the hell was that?
One time I was watching Ink Master, and then airbrushing was actually like one of the you know, like the pre ones, and then the other ones.
Like the challenges.
Yeah, then some girl couldn't airbrush. And we're like, yo, get the fuck off the show. And just kicked her out.
And you're
hey,
like,
this is a tattoo show. Like, what are you doing?
No, yeah. So then after that, G started getting into it, right? By this point, we already had those eBay guns, and he was able to try it out and that shit. And I left, I think it was for that Oregon trip, the first time I ever went, which was like 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Anyways, he, whenever I came back, he had gotten a job at a tattoo shop and got his license.
Hell yeah.
And he took off. I mean, he was there every day, you know what I mean? He was working at a tattoo parlor now. And that was like what he wanted to do, and he landed that shit real quick. Trying hard, you know, and kept improving himself. And like kind of just like showed it through his work. And after that, it was easy for them to give him a job. So yeah, they get him licensed. And whenever I come back from Oregon, this whole Hemp Heads thing is still a thing. You know, I'm making everything, selling everything with Hemp Heads logo. For me, like, Hemp Heads everything.
Right.
Hemp Heads everything. I'll have Hemp Heads shot glasses, Hemp Heads, whatever, you know.
Hemp Heads or die, some would say.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to put that logo on everything just because, you know, it means a lot to me. Whenever it was like, shout out to my homie Oscar that's out in California right now.
Shout out Oscar.
You know, he had his little crew out there that was called the Hemp Heads. Supposedly it was just like the little.
They're like
little
the friend
cousins.
group.
Yeah, almost like the cousins, the primos. And yeah, so they come up with that name, and that was their little crew.
How did you get the logo?
Yeah, so G's the one that made the logo. So at that time, I'm looking for a name, and I was like, what should I name him? G's like, just name it the Hemp Heads thing, and you know, do your Hemp Heads shirts on hemp shirts because I had a supplier of hemp shirts at that time.
That shirt. Flash it for the camera, please.
This is a hemp, like it's made out of hemp?
50%, 55% hemp.
Hell yeah.
7%, 45%.
How high can you get if you smoke that, dude?
I don't know, honestly. We should try.
Smoke a t-shirt?
Yo, I heard, I was listening to this podcast, and like they went into like the whole, how they got like hemp, like I guess, or criminalized at the time. It was like back in the day, like fucking 18, whatever it was. But some dude, I forget his fucking name now, but
Richard Nixon.
No. He was like the guy who invented like
Beethoven.
and the one that like was really big into like making paper. So like he had like a bunch of ass fucking fields of like trees and shit. And he was gonna get it all cut down and make paper, and like he had a bunch of fields of cotton and shit to make, you know, shirts and shit. And some other guy had a big ass fucking field of weed, just like hemp and shit. And like he invented something to process hemp.
The decorticator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the dude who had all the trees and shit was like,
That sounds like something you used to break into a bank, dog.
That sounds like a finishing move in WWE.
It's just a way.
It's the decorticator. Oh my God, Jim Ross. He's a slobber knocker.
Coordinator.
Stop the fight. Stop the fight.
Nobody's ever kicked out of the coordinator.
What? Oh my God.
but the dude,
Jay, we haven't kicked out of the coordinator.
but the dude had all the trees.
You're saying it wrong. It's decorticator.
Yeah, that too does. I ain't kicking out of that either.
But the dude with all the trees,
does that
it's gonna cost him. It's right there. It's right there somewhere. It's over here.
Shut up, bitch.
All right, so it was gonna cost him how much for the quarter indicator?
No. So like the dude with the trees, it was gonna cost him 50 mil just to turn it over to hemp,
Right.
Because they're saying hemp was a whole lot better than what cotton was, and a whole lot easier and all this shit. And the dude, this is like back in the day, so like 50 mil was like a fuckload back then.
That's a fuckload right now, man.
I'd like that.
That'd be cool if we just had it.
Tickle in my wallet.
So the dude went into like the whole media thing and started making like a big ass deal about like marijuana and shit. So like he made it like fucking negative the whole time. So he started making it illegal and shit.
Yeah, the guy that owned all these fucking trees and all the fucking, you know, to process the trees into paper, owned the fucking paper machine and owned the fucking news. Yeah. Obviously, because it was newspaper at that time. So he was able to put on his newspaper that fuck hemp, it's, you know, marijuana madness.
Yeah.
You know, they're fucking raping black women, white women, and killing white people.
And the
shit
word
like that.
marijuana
Like,
used to be a slang word in Mexico for just tobacco. That wasn't even nothing to do with like weed or anything.
Damn.
So this dude, white dude, was like, you know what? Marijuana sounds bad. Nobody knows what the fuck it's gonna mean because
Sounds kind of Spanish.
it's a Mexican word.
Yeah.
We got the name Juan in it.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir.
Nobody wants that shit.
So then like it fucked this dude over.
cut my grass.
And that's basically what like how weed got illegal and shit. But it was crazy because I never knew that shit until that.
Honestly, I didn't hear anything you said for the past.
No, I
30
heard
minutes.
everything you said.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
That's how.
But that's how like a lot of shit is like that though. A lot of shit is like propaganda, bro.
Yeah.
Like propaganda is like the biggest.
The one that
thing.
can, you know, that can control the news and
Yeah.
that can control what's
Especially
in front
back
of you.
then.
That's why I don't watch TV, dude. That's also whenever I try to see this is whenever I got rid of my TV and I have not. Like I don't even know how to use these remotes anymore, dude. Like people are talking into me.
You didn't watch like Netflix or that?
I don't have a TV. Like I don't.
So what do you do for like entertainment when you're like at just home chilling?
I have so many projects that I need to be done, dude. Like so much shit. I'm like seriously, if I'm on one project, I have to get something done. There's always something on the list, which, I mean, it sounds like I could like just take, you know, it's all chill and just whatever, but I almost feel like I don't have time sometimes. Like to, you know, it feels like really hard to catch up sometimes. I'm my own fucking, you know, that's why it's hard for me to like post like every day or whatever. I don't know, just because I'm more active and I'd rather have like products, an end result, and then like it be word of mouth. And then later, you know, me have so much shit. Then me try to like sponsor all my shit right now, and it just be a little bit to where I just get a little glimpse from people. You know?
Hell yeah.
Right. So, and it's been word of mouth since then. You know.
Yeah.
I have not paid for any type of advertisement whatsoever. It's all been word of mouth from me going to festivals from like California to New York to Miami.
And I feel like that's the best kind of advertising when you meet people, shake their hand, know their story.
And
That's
that
like,
was like my thing because at that time, you know, the whole L thing and like being on that vibe was like. That was part of the reason I didn't even care if you know what Hemp Heads, what it said. It was just a logo. Yeah. It's like I knew it was going to catch your eyes. I knew you were going to remember it. And I tried to make them feel right. And they always remembered it that way. It's like, I've seen that somewhere. You know, I know I've seen it. And that's really cool.
So you said, so G made the logo.
Yeah, that was like around 2011. And I was like, G, so yeah, let's use Hemp Heads. I was like, make a logo. He went on Illustrator, I think. And whip something up real quick. I'm talking about real quick. He sent it back. I threw my hands. I was like, that's perfect. I was like, what? That's
so
like,
cool too because it's like
so
half,
simple.
like half a dude, half a girl, and then the
Exactly.
hemp thing on the top. So it's like,
Exactly.
I mean, the first thing,
we're all hemp
first thing
heads,
I-
no matter if you're a girl or dude or whatever.
The first thing like it comes to mind is like the restroom little
Yeah,
logos.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I thought it was cool. It's like, you know, the mechanics behind a logo, you know, of how it can catch your attention. Something so familiar that you were taught from from a baby,
Or so
is
simple,
on there,
too.
and it's so acceptable.
Yeah.
Either one of them, and something that's, you know, kind of controversial. And like, we're hemp heads, we're not pot heads, you know. And that was like my whole like try to push for.
It's a
you know,
four.
this-
Yeah, it's like the 4-letter word too with the 3. It's just like perfect. Man.
Yeah, dude, and like, you know, like I've been called pothead my whole life, you know, and like pothead, you know, what do you think about non-productive fucking slum?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be the complete opposite of that, you know, and I'm
So kind of like
you are.
really embracing the word, kinda. too.
yeah, you know, and to anybody that like wants to like first, you know, learn about it or something like that, I always get asked that, like, what is Hemp Heads? And it's honestly kind of hard to like answer just because Hemp Heads everything. Like
Yeah,
Hemp
yeah.
Heads everything. Literally, like I love nice shit. I love the craft in every art. So like, and I love having my hands on it. So if I can learn it first, I know later I know what I'm looking for in my garments. You know,
Yeah.
I know I'm not giving out shit, you know, or
Yeah.
bad stitching.
So,
or this and that, the other.
so all right. So he makes the logo. You guys get how do you guys get the location? Because G's working at a tattoo shop. So all the bros are kind of already doing something like artistic.
Right.
How do you guys decide? Let's get this place. And also, was it always supposed to be half a tattoo shop and then half the Hemp Heads thing, or how did that work out?
At first, it was like I came back and I was like, "Yo, we're able. You got your license now. We're able to start a tattoo shop. You know what I mean? And I need a spot to display Hemp Heads." I was like, I'm thinking of going back to the West Coast to work. If I could just have someone work 9 to 5 at my shop here, you know, I could have you tattooing out in the back. And that's how it's supposed to be. G tattooing out in the little corner out in the back of my home. Hemp Heads front door display, right?
Boy,
So
was that the opposite, huh?
Bro, it was a blessing that it happened that way, because that day we're on Elegant, me and him having a brotherly love. Literally, me and my brother having a great time. And then we're talking business. Yo, you really want to do this? Yeah. You know, what's the worst that can happen? Let's try it out. All right, let's look for a spot. That time, that spot hadn't been for rent for a while.
Yeah.
And it went up for rent like that.
Man,
that
those
day.
people,
As we were talking about it, as we had the money, and we're like, so let's do it. And it was just like perfect timing. So, yeah, we locked that spot down. And when we walked in, that shit was just set up for tattoos. It was just so already nice. And he was able to open doors right away.
Yeah.
Like within a month, he was.
The shop that's been in there before, like y'all got in there, they were here for like ever since I.
Oh, it was another tattoo shop that was in there.
Yeah. It was, but yeah, I think they had some complications maybe.
So they probably like the divisions and all that were already in there. So.
Oh, and not only that, it was better than what it was before, because he said while the dude's in jail, this guy loved him, the landlord. He really did for some reason, but he even fixed it up for him. He put the new tile in that was all new, and he painted the walls. He said he had new shit. Just waiting for the guy to get out of jail. Well, he got sentenced for, I think, more time. Yeah. Or something happened.
Free my boy, dog.
Yeah.
And so
had a bunch of swastikas everywhere.
So how did your so what like without getting
they were Nazis, dude.
No.
I don't know if they were Nazis or not, but that is facts that they were swastikas.
Really?
That motherfucker, yeah.
No.
That's why I love painting all over those fucking.
Oh no, they was definitely Nazi, dog.
Yeah,
Usually Nazi and swastikas go together.
I mean, like they're
Swastikas, you know,
I mean,
they go together like, you know, cracking whores, baby.
I went in there a couple
whores.
times. I went in there a couple times. I mean, they're always cool and everything. I mean, they weren't like out of pocket or anything like that. But now you could tell they're kind of like
Don't.
Nah, he's out of pocket. It makes me feel so hard.
Yeah, they weren't acting out of pocket or
you
nothing.
could tell they're kind of little, you know.
So without getting in your pockets, dog, talking about out of pocket, right? Like, so does most of your income these days come from like the Hemp Head stuff, or like is tattooing paying the bills, or like
Tattooing is paying a lot of the bills.
Yeah.
And that's a
I know,
blessing
man, I
that
know.
G has held it down so hard, because I was able to go back to Oregon again and, you know, work again and, you know, stack up a little bit of money. And that's how I was able to get enough like cash at one time to be able to put down, you know, and kind of like, instead of like having so much time to like spend it all. So I put it all down on that as far as like what I got, and it was enough to open it. And I was gonna go back and work again and do that, but it's been, you know, I was able to tattoo, and that's bringing in money. So I'm kind of just enjoying the whole, you know, being there, being able to do art and make money if I want to at any like given second. Like I can literally just turn on, you know, tattoo mode and just go sit there and just take in the walk-ins all day long, and or I could just like turn off that mode and just go upstairs and be straight studio mode.
Because in the studio, you gave us a tour the other day, a little bit ago, but it wasn't that long ago. But like, I mean, I didn't realize there was so much room in there.
Right, a lot of people don't know, and like this is honestly, if I could have waited a little bit longer, I probably would have to open the storefront. It's just kind of perfect time. I'm kind of like letting everything flow. If it's nowhere near as what I want it to be, as far as I have my tobacco license now, and I'm trying to sell Brillos and you know, all that stuff in the back. My homie makes glass, E glass. Shout out to him. He's got all our glass in there. He makes badass like rigs and pipes and just pendants. And yeah, so I'm trying to have that in the back room and be able to ask for like ID 21 and up and sell all that type of stuff.
Which I mean, like even like like how you're saying right now, like it's not what you like picturing it, but I mean, the setup you got right now.
Oh
like,
yeah, and
great.
it's there. Like, and I see it. It's already there. You feel me? And we're trying to be a little art store too. So I got my wholesale account with Art Primo and probably carry spray paint, markers,
Yeah.
books and stuff like that.
So you paint. Well, obviously you paint. But you painted those walls. You've done a lot of what's in Railside, like
Yeah.
all the walls and stuff.
A lot of that's done with aerosol cans or just straight roll-up paint.
So like, what's the difference between like your regular like $1 can of paint and like the $20 like fancy can?
One's $1, one's $20.
Marketing, no, no. They have really nice paints. Honestly, a lot of them now are fucking like sugar paints. They actually make sugar paints now that are good for.
No,
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know how good it could be.
they make it out of sugar, man.
Instead of like harmful,
like organic
chemicals,
Oh,
like
okay.
organic chemical spray paint,
Okay,
yeah.
good looks.
But no, honestly, the quality of the paint is really good. How long it stays, and if you're really making, like, people make, like $500,000 art pieces with this kind of cans, and you want that shit to last years and years and years, and you don't want things to have UV, damage after sitting on the wall for a long time. So, like, knowing your artwork and knowing how to protect it and what kind of glass to put over it and what kind of glaze or whatever, it's a whole nother level.
But before we go, you guys had any questions?
I don't know, man. We probably go on for another 3 hours. Honestly.
Honestly, dude.
Let's go.
No.
Well, unless you're gonna sit here and help Bazo edit it.
Unless someone drop this laptop up at your house, and you're gonna All right. So before we leave, where do you see Hemp Heads and the whole brand in 5 years, dog?
In 5 years, where I see it, I see it steady growing here in Dalton. I have huge plans with it as far as like a brand and like the clothing brand and that I want to do with it and the clothing side. I'd like to own one in Colorado somewhere in the Midwest. I know a lot of people out there.
I got a brother out there.
Really, I love Colorado.
I got a brother too.
Dope. I got a brother too.
He's not in Colorado, and I just got a
He sells house, or he's a loan originator.
No, but
loan out shit.
But yeah, hopefully I see myself at least having this one fully how I see it. And 5 years is, 10 years ago I literally like shot for a 10-year plan, and it's like unfolded in just that time, and it was like kind of laughable, at the end because, if it's yourself at the end that you're gonna be tapping yourself in the back, a lot of these people that you're growing up with and. A lot of people do things for other people, I feel like,
Oh,
and
yeah. I agree. This podcast, man, I did it because somebody else, man.
No, but just to like, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of people need that instant gratification to where if it wasn't for me, like, liking all these traits, like, that are long-term, like, learning, like, calligraphy that I like doing and the engraving, gun engraving that I'm getting into. Like, all these, like, masters of this are, like, 80 years old,
Yeah.
Like, I've done it since they were whatever. But yeah, I love the whole like long term and gratification, So I see like a big plan. This is a very small step. Just opening the shop this year was amazing. The grand opening was fucking more than I could ask for. It wasn't what I planned at all. Like I had planned something completely different. I had rented the park, the actual skate park. I had rented that for that day. Was gonna have a skate competition, some prizes, this and the other, and then we were gonna come back to the shop and have some party at the Nook or whatever. And it ended up raining, so we couldn't have that whole thing at the skate park. So everybody ended up staying under the bridge, which like at that point,
right there in front of Railside, in front of you guys.
yeah. So at that point, like I'd planned this for a long time, and it was kind of a bummer. But again, I was on mushrooms, and it was just kind of laughable, and I was just like gave it up to the universe, and I was like, what could so what can I do now? And everybody was like, all right, let's plan this, let's see what
Stop
we can do.
the rain.
And I was like, gee, get everything, because we had set up walls, graffiti walls up there at the park, so people like I had my artist friends come from Florida and from North Carolina, just graffiti artists to like get down on the walls and stuff, and it rained on us and. All the walls set up and installation was all set up by my dad, my mom, and like my little brother G was out there while I was at the shop still trying to get it ready. And so since it didn't go my way, I was like, man, can we bring those walls out here? And I was like, we'll go renegade style. And honestly, what I had wanted was to have a renegade party underneath the bridge, railroad going in the background, graffiti on the sidewalls and everything like that. It ended up being that. Wow. We had it for like 3 hours. Every fucking second I was like, where they at?
They coming.
I was like, where they at?
And
they didn't pull up for like a good 3 hours, dude. We partied for a good minute. Brought my dad's speakers that he had already set up at the park. And they packed them back up, took them to underneath the bridge, and we just sat in front of the train. The trains were passing, the walls were set up, people were graffitiing on it, kids were getting fucking down. I mean, they were there and they had the energy. And shout out to everybody that showed up for real on that grand opening, because it was like, you know, it wasn't what I planned for, but at the end it was like what I wanted, you know, kind of like what I wanted, but I couldn't do it, so I had to get the license, I had to do this or whatever. So I went like the legit way and try to rent the park and have it there and shit. And it rained me out, and I had a good party for 3.5 hours, something like that. And then when the cop came, he was like, you know, he was being real cool. He was like, you know, you can do this the right way. He's like, this is fucking cool. He's like, you can do this the right way though. He's like, we can close this road down. You can have this whole thing.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
I was like, cool. So yeah.
So the thing, as
check
much-
out
as
for the
much
fucking
shit-
1 year anniversary.
as
I'm
much shit as-
planning it from right now, actually.
Hell yeah.
And it's about to
Hell yeah.
get down
We'll be
for
there.
real.
We'll be there,
It'll
dude.
be underneath the bridge. I'm trying to lock that bridge down and have some artists come out and have some fucking music as long as I can have them out there.
Hell yeah,
And
man.
can we-
That's
can we-
crazy. We know a musician.
And
Dude,
we
yeah,
know a couple
bring it,
hosts
yeah,
if
for
you
real.
need anybody
Bring
to
the
host
fucking
it.
sound.
Yeah, we do know a couple.
Yeah.
hoes.
You'd be like, StanleyOni Boyz live, coming here from the Hemp Heads concert. How you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, let's do it. No, yeah, man. Whenever I got on the mic and told everybody, I was like, yo, we're getting shut down. Like, I didn't have any license for any of this. Like, you know, I didn't tell none of them. I was just like, yo, yeah, let's just party here, whatever. The tamales were down there. You know, everything was fucking going on. The tacos and everything was fucking selling. And it was a good time, man, for a good minute. So I had a great time. And yeah, once again, thanks for everybody that fucking showed up, because it fucking made Hemp Heads what it is kind of right now.
And fuck the police.
No, they were cool that day.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I feel like
but
they're-
if you're not cool,
Yeah.
Hey, fuck everybody that's not cool. Is what we're trying to say.
They told us that for the Viva La Raza thing too. When we went to get permits, so we could like ride on the street. They were like, literally, you would have done
We
this
got
like
permits for that.
Yeah, he was like, but you got to do it like a month in advance or whatever.
Oh.
And they can literally
So we
close
didn't
it.
get permits.
They can literally close the street, and yeah, you can fucking just like
So we
shoot a
didn't.
video.
Yeah, we didn't get.
We
permits.
didn't
No,
because
we
we're
didn't.
because we're above the law,
Yeah,
bitches.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But
No, it felt good.
okay,
But yeah.
all right, man. Fuck, awesome, dude. What were you gonna say?
No, dude.
I'm high. Hey man, what's three things you're thankful for, man?
Family, 100% family.
Beautiful. I love it. I love to see it, man. Family
you know,
comes,
that-
blood
that
thicker
is
than
like
water,
one of-
baby.
That's gonna be the rule for like a
Absolutely.
hemp head. You know, if you're even trying to be a hemp head or like try to chill with us, like family's got to be number one. Like I know a lot of people like aren't cool with their mom, aren't cool with their dad or whatever, but like, you know, you had some type of family, whether even if it was a homie that was like fam, you know, like you had fam.
You had family,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that should be like number one, and nothing makes you feel cooler than family. Like, you know, that's why I'm doing it. And that's why, like, I'm putting my you know, this is my whole family.
It's good, it's
on the
awesome, 'cause, I
table.
mean, family you
literally
grew
my
up
whole-
with.
My whole family's on the table right
You
now.
grew up with your family. You
Yeah.
you see them as children, or
Yeah, for
they
sure.
see you as children. All right,
And
so
like-
number one was number two, baby.
Number two,
Out of the three things love.
3 things I am thankful for: family, my friends for sure.
Oh yeah, the SOBs. You could have said the SOBs, but
We do Thanksgiving early, dog.
Come on,
What are you thankful
All
for?
right, now the third SOB. Yeah,
there you go. Hell yeah, as
No, for sure.
always.
no, but for sure.
Shit, George's back.
No, yeah, thankful for you guys, for honestly, and thanks for like honestly hitting me up and let me do this. It was a little nervous thing for some reason. The fucking cameras, I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I was
It was
saying
weird. You know
I
what
mean, and-
I know it was a little bit of mushrooms, but it was just like
No, but people get that because I mean, yeah, you literally. I'm like, oh, talking to this mic, you have 2 monitors, these lights. You got to come into this unfamiliar place with 3 Dominican men.
No,
It's
I
very
thought I was
scary.
100 right before it was like time to go.
Yeah.
Then I was
Yeah.
like, why
See, but
is
now
it like-
we're all just high here talking in the room.
Yeah.
I'm high as fuck.
I end that shit, man.
All right, man. Nava, you gotta come on so we get another hour, dog. Love you guys. Link in the description. As always, baby. It's the StanleyOni Boyz. Hemp Heads for life.
A correr los SOB, dime G, le pasé por lado y no lo vi, no lo vi, no lo quiero ni un chin, ni en el de San Valentín. Si quieren guerra conmigo, papi, nos vemos en el ring.